So here we are, and we are trying something new I have never done before, but I've always been interested in making my own stuff because I do get a little particular about certain things I do like, or colors, or anything. But as you know, we've talked about before, I do have a weird obsession with lipsticks, and not many people know that about me, but I do really enjoy my lipsticks. So I have my crazy amount of lipsticks in my drawer. So we're gonna be doing this in my bedroom because this is where this happens. So to make this happen, and today's very neutral, just a little cover up, little mascara, just so that while I am getting to this, I can actually show you off the lipstick that we are creating. So the plan is we are going to take a lipstick mold. We are going to take that mold and do the things that we gotta do with it, and we're gonna make lipstick. But we're going to mix all my lipstick in and see what colors we get. So I do have quite a bit, as you'll soon see. What do you do when you have so many lipsticks? You mix them. You mix them. Too many lipsticks? Mix them. That's what we did today. And let's get this going and see how this turns out. I started off with getting it ready with the coconut oil, and learn later that this was not the best course of action. It's melting up really nice as I was starting to spread it on and getting it all in, and thinking that I was completely brilliant, thinking I'm using coconut oil. Why has no one ever used the coconut oil? Like, really? Why? Well, I find out after, obviously. Anyway, when you're doing this, make sure that you're using the recommended things. Anything of any kind of oil that is not coconut oil is the way to go. If you want to use coconut oil for something else, for sure, but when you're putting it into a mold and it's going to go solid, it's just going to seal it all together. So right now I have sunshine and rainbows in my head, thinking that I am that wonderfully great that I came up with the best idea. Obviously not. So here we go. This hurt. Oh man, it just hurts slicing up your lipstick, and now it's got like not a perfect edge. Let's just hurry this up and get it over with, because I can't do this again. So let's go again with the rest of the lipsticks, and I just sliced off the end a bit and just try to get it all in there, and every piece that went in was a little bit sad, and seeing it even here again, man, I don't know what I was thinking. This was very difficult to slice up my lipsticks. When you first get your lipsticks, they have the perfect, beautiful edge, and you can't wait to put that on your lips and feel that first motion going on your lips. So when you're doing this and you're slicing off that end, you're destroying that integrity of your lipstick. What was I thinking? But whatever, I got it in the pot and I just kept going, and I moved on to the next, and I have several different kinds. I don't know if you saw, but I did put even in black and clear. I had a clear lipstick as well that actually changes color as you're wearing it, which is a beautiful one, and it has like a little flower on the inside. It's very original. I don't think I could actually come up with something like that, but that's fine. I will just buy it then. I even come to the point where I even have a white lipstick, which I thought because of the white shade it would have lightened up the lipstick a lot, but surprisingly it does not. And as you can see, getting in there, and you can still see that clear piece sitting there, but as I keep going, I notice like there's not as much as I expected from chopping up and mutilating and destroying my lipsticks, which they look, they're fine. They'll be fine. Whatever. we'll move on. So I chop up my lipsticks, put them all in, and get to the point of, all right, it's time to cook my lipsticks and get them all mixed together. So here we go. There's the pot of my destroyed lipsticks. Luckily, I did not put all of my lipstick tube in. I don't think I would have enough time or patience to wait out all of it. But you can see there's like a whole stick in there. That is the chapstick, that big long white piece. I was not too sure that I would have enough, and I figured, you know what? Let's throw that in and see what happens, because why not? How would we know if we don't try? So at least I gave that a shot and to see what happens. And it was kind of cool to do, but all those chunks that you're seeing in there, most of those are actually the clear lipsticks, the ones with the lipstick tube with the flower on the inside. Those were really hard to melt down. It was actually frustrating, so I started stabbing them with the toothpick. So let's get a move on here, because it did take a bit to get this going, so let's speed it up. And we're off. Let's mix this up. Let's get it over with, because seriously, I want to see how this turns out, or if I totally fudged it up, which is more likely, because I do tend to, and then try to fake it and make it kind of work. That happens. So let's see how it goes. We're still working on chunks in there, and hopefully it all breaks up and turns into a proper lipstick without chunks. I don't know anybody who has a lipstick made of chunks that you put all over your lips, but I didn't want to be the first. So, whatever. Let's move on here. And finally, we have a melted mixture. A beautiful, sloppy, golden, gorgeous, beautiful lipstick. Let's pour it in our container. And let's pour it into the lipstick tubes, which I've never done, and this was the first time. There was no test attempts. This was it. I was going right for it, and it looks iffy if I have enough. I'm so glad I got something that could pour, because I probably would have had it all over the counter. Me, floor, dog, cats, who knows. But I did do a great job with this, and right at the end, is it enough? Is it enough? I hope it's enough. Pour it! Pour it! Pour it! Fill it! Oh! Isn't it? Yes! Oh! Let's get every drop out of that container and make sure that we have our lipsticks. We want it all. Let's wrap this all up and let's get it into the freezer. There it goes. Finding the spot right there. Yeah. Getting it out of the freezer. It's a very important step. Okay, now we're going to discover the loveliness of what I've done with that beautiful coconut oil. The coconut oil that I love so much. And now I'm going to start understanding why nobody uses coconut oil to do this. So, I realized I already missed a step. I needed to take the top off first, not the screw. I put the screw back in, try to move the top, not moving, not budging. Weird. I wonder why. What could have I done that could possibly... Wait a second. Coconut oil. Coconut oil is a solid when you first use it. Then it turns into a liquid when it gets warm, and then I put it in the freezer. I put it in the freezer and made it a solid again. So what happens? It's stuck. So of course I pull out something sharp. That's gotta work. Stab it a little. Wiggle, jiggle. Totally gonna come off, because that top piece should just move. It's not moving, not budging. I created a wonderful casing to hold it forever. So what can I do? What's gonna make it change? I'm standing there going, what'd I do? Well, let's pry it off. If it all comes apart and falls apart, I'll just have to melt it again. So, let's pry it open. And it worked. It pried. Thank goodness, because honestly, for my first attempt, I could have destroyed it all. All of it gone. But no, I did get it apart and got it ready. And here goes my first tube. Perfect. Roll it up. You place it on. And it's supposed to just slide right up. Oh, beautiful. And pull. No lipstick. Why? Because I use coconut oil. Coconut oil is not your friend when it comes to this. You need an oil that will stay an oil and not a solid. So Anya, she comes in there with her gorgeous little fingers, places hers on. I decide, well, maybe we'll just place them all on. It's not coming apart. So now what? What do? How do I move on from this? Do I forever have it this way? Will I ever get the lipsticks out? Who knows? Let's just place them all. Oh wait, can't. These are too fat. They're too fat! So we got the two. What's gonna happen? I'm investigating. Can it come apart? Maybe it'll come on that way. Warm it up a little. Make it back into a liquid. Possibly could work because it's a solid. Pull? No, almost. Do it again. A little bit. Get your fingers in there. Grab it. Pull. And we got a lipstick. Finally. I did wreck it a little for my first attempt. I'm still calling this a win. I totally successfully made my first lipstick. No, it's not perfect, but it is a success. Up. Ooh, and so beautiful. Ooh, look at that. And down. So great. Let's speed it up and see how it looks. And slow it down. So that one she kept. It's hers. She can have it. And there we go. We made some lipsticks. To be clear, after I was done, I was able to get 4, and I have been trying them even before I should have without you guys. But again, a lipstick problem. So right now, I currently have nothing, but I do have only 3 now because Anya, she decided that she liked it that much too, and she had to have her own as well. So, which is totally fine because we make it, we love it, we share it. Ready? And whoop. Look at that. Look at that color. Isn't it gorgeous? It's a little chunky. It is my first time. I used coconut oil. I learned very quickly that was a bad idea. There's a reason why whenever they show these other things, they're not using a solid oil, they're using olive oil. Things that are already a liquid, not something that becomes liquid when it gets hot, because you're going to put these in the freezer. So what happens to oil when it's a solid oil becoming solid again? It goes solid. So I had a little bit of difficulty working on that, as you see. Anyway, so this is the color, and I don't know what to call it, but I absolutely love this color. It is really nice, and I'm surprised it turned out as well as it did. So we're going to put the lipstick on and try it out and see how this turns out. Mirror. Ooh. And now I just look at a little bit of cover up in the lipstick, and it looks like I'm ready to go. And so a little bit of a close-up. Pleased with how it looks. It works really well with the reapply and putting it on again and again and again. And when it does seem to wear off, it's still kind of there, so it tints your lips as well, which I don't know how that happened, because I don't know if any of my makeup really does that. With the amount of lipstick I did put in, I ended up with the 4 tubes. It did take up the whole thing. There you go. You can also let me know what you would call this color. I'm honestly not exactly sure what to call this color. It smells really good. Smells like watermelon, but I don't know what to call it. It will be happening again because I did get a bunch of new lipsticks, as you can see, right there, in there. And then we'll have to get those guys in there and see the turnout of the new stuff. But who's to say how it's going to turn out? Remember to like, subscribe, and get yourself notified. If you have anything else to say, make sure you have it in the comment section down below. If you have any other ideas about the lipsticks or how I should start mixing the next batch, please, again, comment section down below. Alright guys, I'll see you soon.